Alright, what up? Welcome back. We're gonna do a reaction video. I haven't seen this myself yet. Well, I'm lying. Maybe like the first 25, 30 seconds of it. But we're gonna see what this is about. Obviously, as you can read, a woman charged in shocking deadly DUI accident for the second time. This bitch did it twice.
Next, we're in Tampa, Florida, for a Zoom court hearing.
All right. So we're here on State of Florida versus Jennifer Carvajal.
The 24-year-old's facing serious charges, including DUI manslaughter after a passenger in her car was killed and 2 others severely injured in a high...
Yo, it's usually, when accidents like this, it's usually everyone else that gets hurt or dies. And the driver that was drunk is usually just fine. It makes you wonder.
Speed car accident. This police dashcam video shows the car driven by Carvajal traveling at 111 miles per hour on a Florida highway.
111. In her defense, though, some cars, like the newer cars, it's so smooth and comfortable that it doesn't even feel like you're doing that much. But if you're sober and you're thinking logical, you're going to just look at the dash and know you wildin'. So forget her defense.
After clocking her speed, the officer hits the lights and begins the pursuit. On the freeway, he catches up, but as he closes in to pull Carvajal over, she whips the car onto the shoulder and then skids out of control.
Oh my God, that's bad. That is bad, bruh. That is bad. No matter seatbelt and all. Let's see that one more time, bruh. And you know what I think happened? She panicked. She's going so fast. Oh shit, the cops. And you know, she's so drunk, she just tries to pull over at the speed that she's in. I gotta give you a story right quick. I'm gonna tell you the story after this. Let's watch the accident again.
She whips the car onto the shoulder and then skids out of control. After the car jerks to the right, a second camera on the officer's cruiser shows Carvajal's car speeding off the highway and hitting an embankment.
Look at the airtime.
Sending it airborne. After flying over a fence, the car crash lands into a car dealership lot, hitting a parked truck and then a light pole.
Ah, that's ugly. That's ugly. That's ugly.
At the scene, emergency personnel discover the 2 passengers were ejected from the car.
Look at the whip, bruh. Look at the driver's seat. Nice and intact, the door intact, not a dent in the door. Her airbag deployed, everything just fine for the driver. But look at the passengers gone, crushed. If I had to guess the person that died, it's somebody in the back seat. Passengers, you know, critical condition. The back, whoever lived in the back is lucky, but man.
Injured inside, and Jennifer Carvajal, the only one wearing a seatbelt, had just minor injuries. Her blood alcohol level was later recorded at 0.10, slightly above the 0.08 legal limit.
So yes, it could have been worse. I believe she was just feeling nice. You know what I mean? Empty stomach. And maybe even by the time they gave her the breathalyzer after an accident like that, it went down a little bit, but oh my gosh, this is bad.
One of the passengers thrown from the car, Carvajal's 22-year-old cousin, did not survive.
She's flown from the car.
Now at the hearing, Judge Catherine Catlin will determine if Carvajal should continue to be held without bond.
So Ms. Carvajal on the 1 count of DUI manslaughter that still did not have a bond on it, I'm going to grant the state's motion for pretrial detention and hold you without bond on that 1 count.
Thank you.
Part of the state's recommendation to hold Carvajal in custody Maybe because this is not the first time she's faced a DUI manslaughter charge. The entire situation's a horrific flashback to 7 years earlier when, at 16, Carvajal pleaded no contest to a charge of DUI manslaughter in an adult court and faced sentencing 2 years later after she turned 18 years old. Carvajal was sentenced to 5 years in prison with an additional 5 years of probation. Probation that was still in effect when the second incident occurred.
So you killed somebody already, whipping, and then you're so young that the time they gave you doesn't really even matter. You know what I'm saying? You come home, get right back behind the wheel, saucy, doing a $111. And we talking about bond? Why is that even a conversation, bruh?
In addition to having Carvajal held without bond, the state then makes another request.
What?
The state is requesting that the defendant be ordered
not to do any jail time, just to be home, and the only thing she should have to do is some community service?
Not to make contact with either of the two living victims or to the mother of the deceased victim, in this case, Pedro Carvajal. And his mother is present with us today, Your Honor.
Both Carvajal and the victim's mother can be seen wiping away tears as the family tragedy and no contact orders discussed.
That must be her aunt then, because that was her cousin, I guess, right? Or maybe they said that and I wasn't even paying attention. My fault.
Family, obviously, some people without any control of their own, with good intentions, just trying to check on people, may very well run afoul of unintentionally violating a court order, but it's not because of my clients directing anyone.
It is going to be part of the order from today. So, Ms. Pizarro, if you'll just add it to the written order so there's no confusion.
Judge Catlin would approve the no-contact order. Jennifer Carvajal was held without bond.
Facts.
The trial is currently pending.
Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam.
Man, put that girl under the prison. Find the worst prison and put her under it for a while, for a long time. Fuck is we talking about? Yo, if you still here, thanks for watching with me. You heard me? 1.